Hey everybody, how you doing? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the three things the top 20% of hairstylists do that the bottom 80% don't. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. So if this is your first time tuning in, please go ahead, like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, so hey, I've been away from doing Facebook Lives here for the last probably the last over a month now. So I'm glad to be back with you guys. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Alex B. Jones, salon business coach and author of the Amazon best-selling book, The Six-Figure Salonpreneur: 8 Easy Steps to Making $100,000 Working 3 days a week or less. So yeah, I've been away for a little bit. I've been really listening, researching, and taking the time to develop something very, very special for you guys that, hey, if you stick around, I'm going to share with you at the very end of this video. Yeah, so I just want to kind of share that with you and make sure you stick around because I'm quite sure you're going to want to hear this. So what are the top three things hairstylists, the top 20% of hairstylists are doing in their business that the bottom 80 don't do? So let me first define for you what are the 20%, who are the 20%, and who are the 80%. Okay, so the 80 and the 20%, the top 20% are those people who earn more than $43,300 a year. And I know you may be thinking, that's a really odd number. Why just that amount? So according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the 80% of all hairstylists make roughly $43,000 and less a year, okay? And of course, the top 20% make more than $43,000 a year. And so let me just first say, let's not get hung up or caught up on the exact figure. What I really want to say is, are you a hairstylist who's making the money that they want to make, or someone who is not making the money that they truly want to make? Okay, because it really isn't about the exact dollar figure. It's really about, do you have the income or do you have the means to be able to live the life that you truly want to live? That's really the most important thing. After all, just having money for having money's sake isn't really what this is all about. This is really all about you being able to have the means to be able to do the things that you really and truly want to enjoy in life. You know, we're talking about beautiful sunsets with the people that you absolutely love. We're talking about taking wonderful trips and vacations and having wonderful life experiences that create memories for you and the people that you really truly care about. You know, we're talking about having security that comes from knowing that you have the means to take care of life's emergencies and to take care of the things that are really, really, truly important in life. It might be providing an education for your children. Whatever it is, the question is, are you in the bottom 80, which are those people who are not making enough to truly enjoy life the way that they want, versus the top 20 who do have the means to do it? So let's get right into it. What are the three things that the top 20% know that the bottom 80% don't know? Number one, the thing that the top 20% know and understand is that they have to have a different mindset. They must have a different mindset. Those people who are in the top 20% do not have the mindset of being a worker versus an entrepreneur business owner. So what do I mean? A lot of times when most of us, when we went to beauty school and went to cosmetology school, really what they're doing is they're teaching us the skill sets that we need in order to pass the state board. Okay? They're not teaching us everything we need to be successful in business or in life. While you might get some of those lessons, they are what you're really paying for is for you to be able to get the practical hours and for you to be able to get the theory and the knowledge that you need to pass the state board. And that's what they're giving you, okay? So that really is preparation for you to be what? A good worker, for you to have the skill set to be able to provide the service, for you to begin to learn your craft so you are good at providing the haircut or the color or the styling or the hair care, whatever it is that you specialize in. See, that is the beginning part. That is being a worker. So if you wind up going to a salon where you're on commission, whether you're on salary, where you actually kind of report into a salon owner, then you are a worker. And trust me, there's nothing wrong with that at all. If that's, if that's where you want to be, if that's where you are right now, your job is to take full advantage of the opportunity that you have, the opportunity to learn, the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to develop and get and gain more skills. Now, if you have gone from being from working in a salon on commission or booth rent, and even on commission, I kind of include some people on commission. If you have made the decision to become a booth renter or a salon owner or an independent salon suite owner, you have now jumped from the realm of being just a worker, right, to being an entrepreneur / business owner, okay? So now you have to have a different level of skill. It isn't just about about doing hair. It isn't just about doing the cut. It isn't just about doing the color or doing a fantastic weave or cinch. It isn't just about doing that. Those are just the skills you need to do the work. Once you go to being a business owner or being trying to get to the top 20%, you now have to take on the responsibility of what? Of learning how to market your skill, market your craft. You must now be able to manage yourself, be able to create experiences for people. You must now know how to account for your business, how to take care of your numbers, how to do your pricing, how to make sure you have the inventory system, how do you make sure you do your tracking. Everything now becomes your responsibility in terms of being a business owner or an entrepreneur. If your skill set never develops beyond being a worker, that is the reason why you never get a chance to move from being in the bottom 80, right, to being in the top 20%. Because those people in the top 20% know and understand, yes, I have the ability to provide a service, but unless I have the ability to market that service, then I'm dead in the water. That's what takes you up to the next level. Do I have the ability to retail the products that my customers and clients need? That takes you up to the next level. Do I have any other services or anything else that I may be able to create beyond just creating great hairdos? Do I have something else that I may be able to create and provide to them that takes care of a need that my customers have? See, it's all about, again, not just having the worker mentality, not just providing the service, but it's about now, how do I provide the service? How do I sell it? How do I track it? How do I provide other services and products that help them to, that support the service that I provide in my salon? See, those things continue to take you up a notch. Those people who are in the top 20% aren't in the top 20% because they are necessarily the best or the greatest hair cutters or hair colorists or hairstylists. It's because they know and understand how to create value for their customers and clients. How do I market myself to more people? How do I get more people to come back more often? How do I create wonderful salon experiences for them so that they are excited and want to pay me more money, that they want to tell their friends, families, and coworkers about me, and they want to come back more often? See, those are the things that distinguish the top 20% from the bottom 80. It is a worker mentality versus an entrepreneur business owner mindset. So that's the first thing. The second thing that the top 20% of hairstylists know and understand that the bottom 80% don't seem to quite get just yet is they understand the value of quality versus quantity. Let me say it again. They understand the value of quality versus quantity. So what do I mean? So have you ever seen, oftentimes you see people who seem to be really, really, really busy. I mean, their chair is hopping, they overbooked, and they simply have people who are waiting on them, and they can't seem to fit a new customer or client in edgewise, right? But then when you talk to them, a lot of times you find out, hey, how's business going? You know, are you making the kind of money that you want to make? And they're kind of like, you know, I'm busy, but I don't seem to be really making ends meet the way that I want to. That's weird, right? How is it that you can be really, really booked, really busy? How is it that you can be going after any and everybody who has a head that you can provide a service to, right? How is it that those people can still not be making the kind of money that they want to make? And so what it is those people who are in the top 20% really know and understand, here's where I'm able to provide my greatest value to my absolute best people who are a perfect match for me and for my business. See, the bottom 80 is just really grasping at, they're just grabbing at any and everybody, shoving cards into everybody's hand. Anybody who's willing to sit in their chair, they're just glad to have somebody in their chair, right? And so what they're doing is they're oftentimes discounting their prices. Yep, all because they just want to have somebody who's sitting in the chair, right? They're willing to do anything service-wise in order for them to be able to make a few dollars, instead of really truly concentrating on what they do best and what they do well. See, the person who is in the top 20%, they're not accepting and taking just anybody who's willing to sit in their chair. They already know, here is where my area of specialty is. Here's where my area of expertise is. Here's the value and the things that I want to focus my time, efforts, and energy on doing that's going to allow me to do what? Deliver the most value to those people who greatly appreciate what it is that I do. i.e., those people are willing to do what? Pay more for that. So that person who is in the top 20%, they don't have to be taking every single person. They know exactly, you know what? You may be a better fit for the young lady down the street, or the young lady who's in the next salon or next booth over. They know what's going to help them to deliver the most value to their customers and clients. See, after all, it will make more sense for you to do 5 people at $100, right, versus 10 people at $50. It's the same amount, but see, this person is valuing doing 10 people a day for a little bit of money, and the person who's in the top 20%, they say, hey, no, let me do fewer people and let me deliver more value. So that's one of the big differences. So number one, again, the mindset is different. They understand there's a difference between being a worker, bottom 80, versus being a business owner, entrepreneur, top 20. somebody who understands and has all of the skills of operating a successful business versus somebody who just concentrates on digging ditches. All right. So the second thing is the top 20 understand the value of quality versus quantity. It's not about doing 10, 12, 15 people for a little bit of money. It makes more sense for me to concentrate on what I specialize in and let me figure out how to deliver more value to fewer people. So now, instead of me doing 10 or 12 people a day, I can do 5 or 6 a day, deliver more value, more services, a better experience to them, and make just as much money. And so before I share the third point with you, I want to go ahead and share with you the special that I was just, the promotion or the thing that I've really been working on for the last couple of months. You know, I've been taking the time to listen and research and develop a groundbreaking salon business training program and business mentorship community that's going to help you get the missing link, the missing thing that you need to turn your passion into profit. So it's still under development. It's going to be, I'm going to be releasing that next month, but you have an opportunity now to get on the waiting list to get all of the details associated with that. So I just put in the comment area a link where you can actually sign up and get on the waiting list so you can get all the details as they come, and you can get all the information about this wonderful training program that's going to truly, truly help you revolutionize your business and your life. Okay? And so, guys, we're talking about proven salon business strategies. We're talking about connections, accountability. And quite honestly, this is such a big difference between reading a book, talking to other people, trying to do things with accountability, and the connection, guys, is what separates those people who are super successful from those who are not. There's an old proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, do it together. And so that's what this program does. And so it helps you to eliminate fear, doubt, confusion. You'll be able to reduce costly mistakes. You'll get better, faster results. You'll wind up having more joy, passion, and success in your salon business. So I want to encourage you to click the link that's in the comment box and get on the waiting list so you can get the details as they come over the next couple of weeks. And I'm going to have something really, really special for you guys who actually do sign up on the wait list. So you don't want to miss this. So let me just go back, recap. Number one, people in the top 20% have a different mindset. They have a business owner / entrepreneur mindset versus a worker mindset. Okay. Number two, they value quality over quantity. It's not about trying to do everybody in the world. It's not about trying to do every service. It's about them specializing and knowing what areas and what part of their business they are able to deliver the most value with. Okay? That allows them to make more by doing less. And the third thing that the top 20% know that the bottom 80% do not is they know how to leverage their tools versus their labor. So what do I mean by this? See, oftentimes when you're trying to figure out how to build, how to scale, how to grow, how to get from where you are in your current business to where you want to be, most workers automatically think the way that you do that is what? Through more work. And the truth of the matter is, you can only do so much work. There are only 24 hours a day, right? And when you're in the salon and you're standing behind that chair, you're only able to service what? One, two, maybe three people at a time, depending on what service that they're getting. But usually you can only really service two people at a time. Now, if you want to be able to get an assistant, then great. You can go ahead and grab an assistant, and they're going to help you and give you more capacity to take on more people, right? See, that becomes a work approach, a work approach, right? Now, those people who often make more money, they look at things a little bit differently, right? So number one, what they're doing is they don't see everything as a work issue. They look at it as a capacity issue. So what do I mean? So what do? First of all, they don't waste their time with trial and error, trying to figure things out. See, a lot of times we tend to think that, oh, you know what, I'll just kind of fake it till I make it. I'll just kind of keep trying to figure everything out. I'll just keep making mistakes time after time after time, over and over and over again. And so what happens is they keep making mistakes. You keep making mistakes. Yes, you keep figuring out what doesn't work instead of finding out what exactly does work. And so because so much time is being wasted, so many people never get to the place of really understanding, of never really figuring things out. So after a while, what happens? They lose their passion. They lose their joy. They lose that edge, right? See, people who are on the top 20%, they understand and know what is money. Money isn't just something to have and to hold on to. It isn't about just simply stacking your paper. It's about a tool. People who really know, they say, let me take this money and let me invest in what? Education. The education allows them to learn more, know more, understand and learn proven techniques, strategies that help them to create more success in their business. And because they're able to do that, they get what? Better results. They're not wasting as much time. That is not costing them their most valuable resource, which is time, trying to figure everything out. They're getting results better. They're getting them faster and they're getting them better. So they take their money, they invest it in education so they don't keep making costly mistakes. They take their money, they invest it in technology, whether that be apps, whether that be other business strategies and systems that allow them to save time, effort, energy, and money, right? They understand that it's about leveraging their tools and not their labor. I'll give you an example. Who makes more? The person who digs the ditch with the shovel or the person who digs the ditch with the bulldozer? Who makes more than the person with the bulldozer? Is it the person who's actually running the machinery, or is the person that developed the plan and the strategy? Is that the person who drew up the blueprint and the entrepreneur? And the engineer. You see, there are levels to this thing. And so if you stay on the bottom level, guys, is just about digging the ditches. When you start getting different systems, you start learning more, you start leveraging your money, your tools, your resources, and other people's resources. Now you can start building bigger ditches, bigger canals, bigger projects. You're able to get bigger results. That's the important thing about learning how to go from the top, from the bottom 80 to the top 20. You have to leverage your tools and not your labor. You can only do so many heads behind the chair, guys. You can only work so many hours. And the truth of the matter is, the more time you spend behind the chair, over time, you're going to get older. You're going to get a little bit, you won't have the same amount of energy you had at 25 or 27. that you will at 47 or 57. So it's about being smarter. It's about understanding how to leverage the tools and the resources that you have in order that you might be able to get to where you want to be. So let me apologize. I apologize, guys. I haven't been checking to see if you have any questions or comments. So let me take a look to see. Yes, Ms. Ham, it is about working smarter and not harder. And what happens is so many people understand, they know the idea of working smarter and not harder. But truthfully, in practice, I don't see it very often, right? So when I'm coaching people and I'm consulting people all across the country, what I see over and over again is people fall into the same traps over and over and over again. Yes, they in their mind, they know that it makes sense to work smarter and not harder, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to leverage the tools that they have. Many people are really oblivious to what are my tools? What are the best? What is it that I really should be focusing in on and focusing on in my business? And I get it, because sometimes it really is hard, because you're so close to you can't see the forest for the trees. Sometimes we're so close to it, it's hard for us to see what we need to do as opposed to what some other people might need to do in their business, right? And so what happens is a lot of times we begin to fall in this rut over and over and over again of doing the same things, the same ways we've done them in the past, the same ways we see other people around us doing them. Another big mistake. Or another thing is people in the top 20%, they're not surrounding themselves with people in the bottom 80. They're surrounding themselves with people who are just as good as or better, which allows them to do what? Sharpen themselves, get more education, learn how to do things on a higher level. Iron sharpens iron. So it's going to be kind of hard for you to sharpen yourself against somebody who's, if they're not made of iron, if they're not sharp, if they don't have anything that they're able to add to the conversation or add to the table, it's going to get to be difficult for you to grow. That's the reason why you don't need to. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around. Yep, Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn says you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time around. So you have to make sure you're getting around the right people. And that's what this program that I've developed will do for you. It's going to give you the strategies. It's going to teach you the proven things that you need in order for you to be able to go from where you are to where you want to be in your salon business. It's going to provide you the skill set that you need to do that. It's going to allow you to have better connections with people who are achieving more in their business, so you'll be able to achieve more in your business. You'll be able to have you'll have more accountability, people who are going to be supporting you and pushing you and making sure that you are doing what? You're implementing the strategies, that you are following through and you are executing on the things that's going to help you get the results that you truly want. That's what this is all about, guys. And so if you haven't done so already, get on this waiting list. So as the details come out, you're going to be able to be one of the first few people to be able to get on this program and be able to start reaping the results in your business. So, guys, first of all, if you haven't done so already, please go ahead, like this post. Please share it with other people who you think who can benefit from this information. And guys, I just really want to encourage you to go to the next level in your business, because this industry affords you, it gives you the opportunity to do that. No one can stop you but you. So shortly, again, very quickly, the top 3 things that the top 20% know that the bottom 80 don't know is, number one, they have a different mindset. They don't look at themselves as workers, but they understand it's all about business ownership and entrepreneurship. That's number one. Number two, they understand and know the value of quality over quantity. It's not about trying to service any and everybody doing anything. It's about them specializing on providing extreme value to a select few people who really want to pay them more for the services that they receive. And then finally, it's all about them leveraging the tools versus their labor. They don't spend time going through trial and error. They understand the importance of investing their money and their time in gaining more knowledge, education, proven business systems and strategies, and technology that's going to help them save time, get bigger results faster in their business and in their life. So there you guys have it. I hope this sincerely helps. Go ahead and click the like button. Please make sure you get on the wait list, because the wait list will not be up for very long. When it goes away, that's going to be it. But you're going to want to make sure that you get all the details and all the updates on this fantastic program that's going to be coming to you here very soon next month. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. This is Alex B. Jones, Salon Business Coach. Take care. Be great. See you next time.